Recorded.
Okay. How's everybody feeling? Light it up in the emojis, please. I love me emojis. I love emojis.
Emojis.
Doesn't everybody love emojis? Is there an emoji song? I feel like we need an emoji song. What we need to do is get like Paul Pridham or somebody like that to write us an emoji song. He's one of my expert songwriter people. Okay. Man, come on, guys. In the chat, let me hear what your biggest takeaway is from the free session, please. Let me hear it. Let me see it. Team, make sure everyone's muted, please. Thank you.
Alan, we can't mute anybody because we're not
Okay,
co-hosts.
let me fix that. All right. Well, while I'm fixing my support staff, light it up in the chat. Whoever, somebody support team, can you read their comments, please, out loud? You got any comments? All right. Well, I think I can multitask. There you go. Can someone read those comments, please, out loud? Anyone?
Sure, I'll read.
Thank you.
So I said, your story doesn't need to be polished to be powerful. It just needs to be honest.
Raw.
And Darrell said, facts.
Honest
Pamela
and
J
raw.
said, our job is to get them to say, tell me more. Yes, Darrell says. Matt Robbins says, be authentic and share your story as if the person was sitting right next to you. Yes. I said, Maria, someone is waiting to hear your story because it sounds like hope
Yes.
in their language.
Facts.
And Pamela put a heart. Richard Diaz said, connect on an emotional level. Relatable. Yes. Thumbs up from Pamela and Darrell. Lori says, connecting, relatable.
Wow.
Inspire.
Powerful. So much power in this room.
There has to
Storytelling.
be a connection. Without the connection, there is nothing. They're just gonna like they don't care. Like they just don't care, guys. It has to be something that makes them move. Sort of like dating someone and everything's going good, and all of a sudden a guy surprisingly proposes to you, and you're like, oh, like, it has to be something that evict emotion. But in this case, it has to be some type of emotion that causes pain. That's why I call them pain points, because they're things that they're sick and tired of. Imagine, there's just so many like people who are working 16 hours a day, $14 an hour. They pay their bills. They look up, they got 28 cents in the bank, $16 left. They don't get paid for another 7 to 14 days. This is a job they've been at for 8 years. They're getting 15 to 30 cent pay raises after working 5 to 6,000 hours a year. Same old results. Like, you just can't get ahead. Like, that is a pain. Like, they just want to, it drives you to a bad habit. I almost became an alcoholic. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Like, it's so painful. And then like you just get to the point where you're just really just talking. You're just sharing a story, and you're taking them on a journey, and they can see themselves in that story. They can see themselves in that pain. I'm just tired of being. I'm showing up every day. I'm just tired of feeling like I'm being overlooked. I'm overworked. They don't value me. They don't appreciate me. Right? I can't even get any days off. They didn't give me 2 weeks vacation, but I can't take them when I want to. I can only take them when they want to, because John and Sarah's been here longer. And like, I mean, there's always something like, and they're just fed up. But this is the thing, you don't have to make nothing up. Just whatever your story is, whether it's retirement, man, you know, I'm looking for, because I realize, I'm 2 years away from retirement, and I'm not ready. I know that if I lost this Social Security check, I wouldn't be able to live the rest of my life, and that scared me. And I didn't want to catch myself having to go be a door greeter at Walmart for $10 an hour and be on my feet for 12 to 14 hours a day. So I knew that I had to find another way to generate some type of income, right? Like you got to paint that picture and make them relive it. And I always say this, Alan, guys, you have to open up their chest cavity and pour salt in their wounds. You have to make them realize, look, I'm in a messed up situation. Like, I've got to fix this. You know, it reminds me, and I'll say this real quick. It reminds me, I shared this on my Facebook page where a lady, she's 67 and her husband's 70. They're retired. He goes and work because they only have one between them both. They just have their Social Security. They played it safe all the way up until retirement. He has to go for $14 an hour and work 10 hours a day in a lumber yard. I did lumber work when I was in my 30s. It's grueling work. It's real manual labor. I can imagine a 70-year-old man doing it. She has to go and do, I think she's a caregiver for 12, $13 an hour. And the guy's interviewing him, and she's just like, I never would have thought I'd be here. Like, we never saw ourselves here. And this is what happens because we get caught up. So, man, it's just an eye opener. But you have to paint that picture, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
So good. So good. I love it. Woo! Okay, I'm just a little excited. Listen, guys, you're listening to someone who's made over $600,000 in less than 2 years. Okay, something like that. And so,
almost.
What? Almost. Okay, almost. I love your integrity. Now, listen. Who has questions? Put them in the chat first, and then raise your hand. Okay. Okay, Basil, I see you. Okay. Type your question into the chat, Basil, and I'll be bringing you off mute in a moment. Kim is next. Okay, Kim, type your question into the chat, please, and then I'll take you off of mute when Basil's done. Who's next? Who has another question? We only have an hour, so that's why I want you to type your question in the chat beforehand so we know what your question is. We don't have time for any backstories. We don't have any time for self-promotion. We just need to get to the questions, okay? So when you come off of mute, this is a very simple process. You say, hi, my name is, my question is. No backstory. My name is, my question is. Does everyone understand that? Okay? Okay, cool. I only have 2 questions in the VIP. Are you serious? Come up with the question. How often do you get to meet someone who's made over $500,000? Okay, there we go. Thank you, Lori. Lori's next. Type your question into the chat, please. And guys, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be blunt. I'm just trying to honor our speaker's time. Chuck's, okay, thank you, Pastor. Pastor's got a question. Again, type your question into the chat, please. Type your question into the chat. So that way Darrell can see it before he answers before we bring you live to ask your question. Okay, so this is good. We're going to get rolling here. All right, so let's start with Basil. Appreciate you guys honoring the protocol today. This is great. Go ahead, Basil.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Sounding good.
Yes, my name is Basil B. Downs Jr. I just wanted you to share, Darrell, I wanted you to share the popular objections that you seem to get that you create in your content.
Okay, so guys, this is why I tell you this is golden. So first of all, I want to say this. Good question. So when you get to talking about your story and you done shared, the reason why what you're doing when you're sharing your story, the power of it is that you're leading them up to the idea that that they know that you're looking for something, because you're like, I was this, I was us, whatever. And I needed to find something else. So they know that you're looking. So you're basically, I call it a journey. You're leading them up. And then, that's when I found this blueprint or this program that, this step-by-step class or whatever that's taught me how we want to, and I'm gonna give you guys some free value, man, that in a little bit, as far as like the structure of this. I call it a journey, man. You guys gonna get it free. But But the objections, the reason why when you start talking about, you're making money online or you're building an online business, guys, it just goes over their head. A lot of the time they're just like, oh my God, they're thinking the worst. I got to get on the phone. I got to talk to people. Your perfect ideal customer don't want to talk to people. They don't want to get on the phone. They don't want, like, they're not well spoken. They didn't graduate. There's all these excuses. They're thinking about the worst. So you kill the objections. What are the objections? The objections are the things that they think that they have to have. So if you've ever created content and somebody says, hey, do you have to have what if you don't have a lot of followers? Can you still do this? Hey, what if I'm not tech savvy? Can you still do this? I call that kill the objections. Let's just kill them right out the gate in the content. Some of the ones I get the most of, which I don't get them now because I kill them right at the gate, but I used to before I started doing this. Hey, do you have to have any experience? Hey, I don't have any tech skills. I only got 200 followers. Can I still do this? So what if do I have to show my face? Those are all objections. Kill them, guys. Kill the main four. I always say you don't have to have any tech skills. And I use myself as first. I'll say, look, guys, I'm not a tech savvy person. So clearly you don't have to have no tech skills. Marketing. This is an advanced form of marketing, talking with your face, your head, and your hands. Guys, you don't have to have no tech skills. You don't have to get on the phone and speak to nobody. You don't have to have a huge social media following or be some type of influencer. And you don't even have to chase your friends and family. When you say this stuff, what it does, the ones who were overwhelmed, now it lowers their anxiety. And they're thinking like, okay, hold up. So I can learn how to make money on my phone, and I don't even have to get on a phone. I don't have to chase my friends and family. I don't have to have any tech skills or have a whole bunch of followers. Now they're curious. Now they're curious. Like you really got them on a hook because now they're just like you got them like on the edge. So that's why it's important, guys, to kill the objections in your videos, because if you kill the objections, it's gonna increase your conversion of getting leads, someone asking for information by 90%. I'm telling you, because they feel like, okay, now I can do it. I feel like I can do it. They're curious. They're nosy. But if you don't kill the objections, they're thinking like, oh my God, oh, I knew there was a catch to it, but there is no catch. Kill the objections, guys.
So good. So good. Great question. Let's move on to, thank you for your question, Basil. Let's move on to Kim. Let me bring you off of mute. Can someone bring Kim off of mute, please?
Oh, yeah. Kim.
Hey, brother Darrell.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, as you know, I've gotten to this point without doing a live, only group lives. And I told you, we made a commitment. So the whole last week we went live every day. But maybe if you can walk us through the live, like I said in the chat, right, from what to do to set up for the live, like some do's and don'ts, and then go through the live, and then how to bring it home.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
So, guys, good question. So when it comes to lives, because I get this question a lot, like, oh, I don't know what to say. So I got this from Victoria Romine about a year and a half ago. She gave me these nuggets. When you get that, first of all, you want to do before you even go live, you want to already know what you want to talk about. Don't just hit the button and go live and just trying to wing it. We don't want to wing it. We want to sound like we're professionals. We want to sound like we know what they're talking about, because when you do, you can make lives can make you a whole bunch of money. I almost get a sale every time I go live, 98% of the time, right? So before you go live, already having in your mind, what do I want to go live with? And what I like to do, I recommend one of these. I like to use I got this from Michelle about almost 2 years ago. She first started using a little board because people love to see stuff. So I like to paint a picture and tell a story, whether it's with numbers, analytics, how the process of the automations or whatever it may be. I love to use that. But when you go live, first of all, already have an idea what you want to say. So when that countdown starts, 3, 2, 1, talk like there's 300 people on there already. Don't wait. Hey guys, come on in. This is what I do. This is what I recommend. Hey guys, come on in. You're just small talking. Hey guys, come on in. Darrell Hannah here. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Again, guys, when you first come in, guys, do me this one favor. If you aren't following me, go ahead and hit that follow button. It's free. Also, guys, when you come in, double tap your screen on your phone like about 5 to 6 times. Just trying to get the TikTok, the algorithm to do its thing. And super excited about today. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Now you're just small talking. While they're coming in, you'll see their names at the bottom. Guys, call out their names. Hey, Laurie, what's going on? Appreciate you coming on. Maria, Alan, appreciate you guys. Hey, guys, if this is the first time that you're actually catching me live, put a 1 in the comments. Also, drop in the comments what state or what city you're coming in from. I'll say something like, hey, anybody from Tennessee or Missouri, let me know in the comments. And then there's a little share button on the bottom of your live. When you click on that, it's like an invite button. When you hit that, there's up to 15 people that you can invite. You want to be inviting them, 15 of them. It's a lot of them be from the community. Go and hit that like, just hit it. Boom, boom. Because those people that you invite in the community, they're going to come on and help you support your life. It's just going to help you. And so as you continue to do that, boom, you're just small talking. Hey, Ron, what's going on? Oh, Georgia's in the house. What's up, man? I love Georgia, man. We're just down at Lenox Mall or in Atlanta. You're just small talking. So once people start coming on, once you will know when you get a solid amount of people on there. Because again, if you don't have a lot of followers, you won't have a lot of people on. The more followers you have, the more people. But there'll be a part, usually within like 5 to 6 minutes, the most people at that one time will be on. Another thing, the topic, the description. You want to have some curiosity. Curiosity is everything. But you want to let them know in the description what the topic is about or what you're going to be going live about. But anyway, so once you do that, then once they come in, like, all right, guys, hey, appreciate you guys coming in. Hey, I'm Darrell Hannah. Again, a little bit about me. I recommend you give them a quick 2-minute rundown of your story. Hey, guys, so right before I started building an online business, I was working as a welder, boom, 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 whatever your story is. And now I teach other people how to generate an income from their phone. You want them to know that you teach them how to do something. Why? Because you're the authority. You want to put yourself in as the authority figure. And then you just talk about whatever the topic is that you want to discuss, guys, right? It really just depends on how you want to do your live, but that's how I structure mine. It works perfect. And always keep an eye on the comment section so that you're answering the comments and going back and forth and ask questions. If you're going to do a live for 1 hour, ask at least 4 questions. You want engagement.
Awesome. That was incredible. And I know you do like over an hour training on doing live. So if you listen, team, please drop the links for Darrell's community. You got to get into his community because you run to his community. Okay. He goes through over an hour training on how to do lives. It's already there. You can go to his classroom and watch it. Okay. Next question is up.
Thank you, Darrell. And
yes, sir, brother.
If I can add to you guys, Darrell is one of the 3 coaches I initially hired when I first started. My content is a result of Darrell, Amy, and Tim. That's the only 3 people that actually helped me with my content. So.
And I can say that Kim is killing it. I don't like that expression, killing it. Okay. You're making it alive. You're living it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to work on that. I'll come up with something better. All right. Next question. Thank you, Kim. You're amazing.
It's Lori, one word, Alan. It's called implement.
You're implementing it. It doesn't have quite the same ring, but I like it. All right. Lori, you're up next. Is she unmuted? Thank you, Kim. You're amazing.
She's unmuted.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, no, she isn't either.
Yeah, let's see here. Team, can we get her unmuted, please?
Okay.
There she is.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, I want to know how I can relate my story to those that are over 60. Can I say that I'm sick of the BS of corporate America as why I left as a nurse?
Absolutely. If that is one of the reasons why you joined. So this is the easiest way that I can give this to you guys when it comes to your story. You got to ask yourself, if I said, Laurie, why did you pay $900 or $1,400? Why did you join this program?
Because I was tired. I'm tired of the constraints of corporate America telling me what I can and can't do as a nurse. It's no longer an art. And I wanted something that gave me freedom to earn on my phone with no tech experience.
Okay. Now that right there is a good answer. But what we want to do, guys, we want to dig deeper, Laurie. You want to go lower than that, because if you really look at it from the deeper standpoint, there's more pain outside of that. So you're 60. Let's say most people who are 60, they're like getting ready for retirement. So let's say if you lost your job today, if you're still working as a nurse, and you know that retirement is right around the corner, would you be able to live comfortably until your last days with the income. If you lost a job as a nurse and you had to live off what you have in retirement and savings right now, how comfortable did you think you could live your best life and enjoy life comfortably on like just until your time is up?
Not very long.
Exactly. So
Maybe
these
a
are
couple of
things.
years.
Exactly. So, and these are things that we need to be sharing. Like,
Okay.
and see, because, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, see, at the end of the day, you're 60. So I think early retirement right now, I think what, 62, 63, something around there. So a lot of your story should, in my opinion, should be have something to do with that because you're looking down the barrel of retirement at any time. Right. So you should be like, a part of your story, because and with all the coaching calls I've done with people, men and women around this age, they're like, I realize I don't have I don't have that much in my savings. I don't really have a retirement. People around that age, they need to be reminded that they're looking down the barrel of retirement, and at any given time you'll blink and it'll be here. I mean, if you're not ready for retirement, if you're getting a Social Security check for $700 a month and your monthly expenses are $4,000, like that means you're going to have to go get another part-time job to survive. And most people don't want to do that. You don't want to be a door greeter. So you have to paint a picture of like, look, I was looking, yeah, you can add that in there as well. Like, I wanted to do this. I was sick and tired of this, but I realized that also that, I'm looking up retirement and I know that based on if I were to stop working today, when I look at all the income that I go in between my retirement and my savings, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not. I know that I wouldn't be able to live the rest of my life on what I have. You have to paint a picture because people are just working and they're just working and working and working and they're just going to work up until they can't work anymore. And they're going to realize, guess what? I got to live off one check for the rest of my life and I get it every 30 days. Like you have to paint that picture. And I think that has a lot to do with that's something that I would be adding, paint a picture of people saying, hey, I don't have that much savings. I didn't have, I realized that I didn't have the retire. If I would have
Okay.
retired, that wouldn't be a part of I wouldn't be able to have enough money. And I knew that I needed to find a way to generate more income to build toward my retirement and help me with my savings. Like so many people can relate to that who are in your
Okay.
age bracket and beyond, or even in their mid 50s to late 50s. So we want to
And
just
I've already retired. I
you already
retired at 62. I retired.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. So you got to ask you got to paint a picture because so are you still working right now? Do you have like okay, so you can paint a picture as far as like your retirement, right? Because only you know how comfortable it is. So when people retire, I say, since you can't work anymore, you got to ask yourself, is the income that I'm making between my retirement and savings, can I just sit back and just grab me a Mai Tai or some sweet tea and just be like, woo, just enjoy my life and travel the world because that's what we want to do. And if we can't, you got to understand if you're retired right now and you're in the legacy, that means that you're not generating the type of income that you want. That's why you invested in the legacy to help supplement that. So you want to lead with that story, letting them know that because there's other people who are in your situations, whether they have more or have less, it's just not enough, and they're looking for other ways to supplement their income. So you want to add that into your story with people. That's why you joined the program. That's a part
Okay.
of why you joined the program. So yeah.
All right. Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you,
Uh-huh.
Darrell.
The wonderful question. Great job, Lori. Team, as I mentioned, I just opened it up 100% free to all of your community, Darrell. I just gave the VIP link away.
Bring it, man.
Let's
I
do
got a
it.
lot of value in there. I'm telling you, it's deep.
So I'm hoping this thing goes to 300 and over. I can handle up to 300, and that's it. And that's only 50% of your school community. So we'll see what happens. All right. So, all right. Next question. Who's up next, team?
Pastor Chuck.
Okay, great. Pastor, I think you're unmuted. Thank you, Pastor. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Chuck. How do you actually make money? Do you have to have a product to sell?
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah, you can't make money with it's either buy or sell. Everything is buy or sell. And I get this question a lot, really on my lives or somebody will email me, hey, so what is the product? Like, what is it? Guys, it's just training. What you what you don't know how to do, someone has to teach you. So 20 some years ago, I started a job making $8 an hour. Before I started that job, I had to know how to weld. Well, I had never even picked up a welder before. So I had to go through a 12-week welding class before I even got the job, making $8 an hour. So now I've got over 20 some years of experience as a welder. See what I'm saying? So I had to go through that training. So what this is the legacy is a training program. It's an educational program, information. So when people nowadays ask me, "What do you sell?" I say, I sell education. I sell information that can teach you the skills to build an online business using social media, promoting digital products, which is basically just training programs where you make 100% of the profit, right? So it's just education, Chuck, at the end of the day. That's all it is. So people it's like they're looking for some magical physical product, but there is no physical product. It's just a digital product. It's just training. That's all. Like a plumber did not just wake up one morning and was a plumber. A doctor just didn't wake up one day and was a doctor. You have to go get some type of education, whether it's a course, a program, a class, a video, some type of structure to learn that skill. Those are all skills. I don't know nothing about plumbing, and the thought of even being a doctor is kind of scary. But I know that that's information that you have to consume to learn the skills. So what the legacy is just these are all just training programs that teach you how to build an online business on social media, which is the best platform to build an online business because 97% of people who have brick and mortar businesses use social media to build their business. And of course, social media is now and it's free, so it's literally the best platform to get leads because it's everybody's on it, over 5 billion people every 24 hours, and it's a platform that brings in that helps create 1,700 millionaires every 24 hours. So again, it's just education. So the program teaches you how to create content, how to build a brand, how to build an email list, how to grow your following, how to turn your followers into customers, how to create relatable content by implementing storytelling in your content. That's how people are going to be able to relate and connect with you through experiences. And they're going to learn how to use social media to build a business. This is the reason why, prime example, like I could make a post. Like it's been a good week. I've made like almost 9 grand like the last 8 days, guys. So I can create a video and I can get and make $3,000 off that video. Somebody else could do the video the same way, and they ain't even gonna get not one lead. And the reason why is because I have went through a program, a training class that has taught me the skills to know how to create that. I know what to do, and they don't. And that's only the difference. Education is all it is. It's just information. You don't need a physical tool, nothing physical because you're online, right? So it's like prime example, like when you pay for a receipt, let's say you bought something from Amazon. They don't say, "Hey Chuck, what's your mailing address? I'm gonna mail you the receipt." No, they send it to you your email because that's just a digital piece of a digital piece of equipment now, right? So now everything's digital, so it goes to your email, which basically means that you get instant access to it without having to touch it or ship it off or anything like that. So guys, it's just education. When they ask you what you sell, be like, hey, I mean, I always tell myself education and information that teaches you how to build an online business using social media.
And by the way, I know where your mind is going with this because I know you very well. He's a great entrepreneurial, has several businesses. So he's trying to figure out how do I implement
Oh
what
man, that'd be great.
Darrell is selling. So you be like spot on. People want to, it would be such a pattern interrupt I can help you with this. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't have the Legacy Builder program, I want to let you know right now, I am in Darrell's inner circle. What that means is if you sign up for what Darrell is doing for his business, it's the same business I do as well. It's called Legacy Builder. If you sign up through me, you will get access to his inner circle as well. Okay. And at no extra charge. Okay. You also get the vacation, which I think everyone here, I think Pamela is new today. She wasn't here yesterday. So you got a free vacation. Well, you got to pay the taxes. And so you get so many more perks I don't have time to get into. But if you're not signed up for Legacy Builder, talk to me. The other question too, part of this too, Darrell, if you could talk real quick about what if they're not really a good fit for reselling Michelle's program. Talk about how this is applicable for any kind of online business.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm like in the next week or so, I'll be launching my first digital product. 2 years ago, I didn't even know what I never even heard of digital marketing before. I always tell people this. Michelle's program, I'll put it like this. So Michelle was a part of the IPS program, guys. It's almost similar to Legacy, but just completely it's missing a whole bunch of stuff. It's another program. Michelle was successful in that program that taught us these skills. So Michelle basically took the skills and knowledge that she learned from that program and created this program. And we already know what this program has done. Guys, legacy is just it's a stepping stool to so many other different streams of income. Whether you want to do TikTok shop, whether you want to do UGC, whether you want to create your own digital product, start your own course, like it's just a stepping stone. Like I'm not going to be here for legacy forever. Like I've got so many, my mind is so far advanced beyond legacy. It's crazy, but legacy is the stepping stone. It gives the skills that you can learn. You're going to be able to do so many other things and open up so many other revenue streams for yourself. So don't ever feel like, oh, and I teach this in my community. I let them know, hey guys, listen, the legacy, your goal is to create your own digital product. Michelle, legacy is a digital product that Michelle created. You can create your own digital product because you want ownership of yours. And when you get it, that's where the real money comes from. But everybody, even like you got to say, regular 9 to 5ers, they have a marketing department in their office. Guys, they use social media. I tell you, that's how you were found. People who work jobs. How do you think you were found? They did marketing, social media, Indeed.com, career builders. They posted something. You saw that is marketing. Now that they have social media, you don't have to pay for nothing. It's just free marketing. So you can promote your business on social media, but you have to know how to market, and Legacy teaches you how to market. Now, I will say this, and then I'll move on, Alan. Alan was talking about the people in the Legacy program. How I do mine. So Alan's in my inner circle. This is a private mentoring group I started last year. So anybody in my inner circle, anybody who joins them at the top 2 programs, they get 100% free access for lifetime to my inner circle private mentoring, and they get a 45-minute one-on-one coaching call with me as I help them set up all of their platforms, their content, how to structure it, the whole works. They get that. They don't even pay for that. And I'm probably the only person that's even doing that because I could be charging for that. But my goal is to create 1,000 freedom builders. That's why I create that community. That means 1,000 men and women. My goal is to help them make $10,000 per month. Because if you can make $10,000 a month, I feel like that can give you so much leverage that you're going to just, if you can make 10, you can make 20. If you can make 20, you can make 30 and so forth. There is no really difference because you're just going to continue to build your email list. You're going to get more confident as you continue to perfect your skills. Your income is going to grow, right? So it's just so many. That's just how I run my community because I want to give them all the advantages that I have. That's why it's inner circle. So I don't hold anything back. Like they've got all my perks, my resources, everything, and I like to say that's why Christina's probably at around about 15 grand already this month. Just implementing stuff that I teach and share inside of my inner circle. So
amazing. Thank you so much. Great question, Pastor. I appreciate you. Okay, next question. Who's up? And team, go ahead and unmute them. Thank you. And if you, again, in the chat, if you're here for the first time, I know Kimberly is, Christy is, Eric Farrell is, and I think there's one other person that is new here. Please put in the chat. It's so important, guys. Put in the chat if you're new here for the first time for the VIP. Okay, next question.
Richard Diaz has a couple of questions, but he had to drop out, so I'll go ahead and read them. Do you use any other platforms other than TikTok? If so, any tips on those platforms?
Absolutely. Guys, we want to promote our business on social media. TikTok is just one social media platform. If you have, let's say you want to master one platform. So let's say you're on TikTok. If that's your favorite one, whichever one is your favorite, master that one. When you master that one, then you move on to another one. Now, you want to use all of your free platforms. So this is what I recommend, because this is what I do. If I post 3 videos a day on TikTok, I'm uploading those same 3 videos to my TikTok stories. I'm uploading those same videos to my Facebook stories, my Instagram stories. If I got Snapchat, which I do, I upload them to Snapchat. I put them on Thread, and I have YouTube Shorts. I upload all 3 of those on YouTube Shorts, guys, right? Until I start building out my YouTube channel. Now, you don't have to post 3 videos on every platform, but use your free resources, right? You want to use all of social media. So at least worst case scenario, if you're creating 3 pieces of content and you're just on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, share them in your stories. You can tag the links in there, put the links in there, send them right to your website. Facebook, same thing. Instagram, YouTube, if you're on YouTube, take your 3 videos and upload them as YouTube shorts. Man, I get so many leads and sales off YouTube shorts. It's crazy, right? So you want to use all of your social media, not just one, because if TikTok goes away, then what? Now, how are you going to get leads if that's the only platform that they see you on? No, you want to take advantage of social media, right? So yes.
Great questions. Next question, please.
You have a list of objection killers.
Objection killers. Only really objection killer. I don't really have a list of objection killers. I think the objections themselves, if you don't use them, is what's killing people, right? Because that's the reason why they're not asking for information, because they think there's a catch to it, or they feel like they have to get on the phone and sell to people or whatever. So you have to go in and kill that. Like, hey, guys, I'm not even a tech savvy person. So you don't have to have no tech skills. You don't have to get on the phone and speak to nobody. You don't have to cold call people. You don't have to have a huge following or be some type of influencer. You don't even have to get on the phone and show your face if you don't want to. And you definitely don't have to chase your friends and family. Those are like the top 6. If you kill those, you're going to give them hope, guys. They're going to be like, you got them on the edge because they feel like, now, hold up now, because they're curious. What do we want to create? We want to create emotional, curious content. Because if it is emotional, that means that they can relate to what you're saying. And if they're curious, it's going to lead them to the CTA. When you use the CTA, they're going to ask for information because they're nosy. They got to see it. That's what we want. And we'll let the automations and then we'll send emails, we'll do the rest and let that take care of itself.
Awesome. Next question, please.
Robinson's next.
Hey, Darrell. Nice to meet you, my man.
All righty.
Hey, couple questions. Number one, you talk about your inner circle. If you didn't join through somebody who bought from you or from you, how do you get access to you?
If you didn't join through somebody who, oh yeah, just send me a message and I can send you like once you get inside my community, let's say someone joined to join the inner circle. So you get inside my community, I think it's the 4th module. It'll say upgrade. It'll say something like it'll have the annual price, but you can click up under it. It'll say something like upgrade. And once you click on that, it'll give you the monthly price. So you can pay yearly or you can just pay monthly, or you can just send me a message and I can send you the link to it.
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you.
So Matt, what was your question again about joining? Say that again.
So joining the inner circle. How do you join the inner circle if you didn't buy from him or somebody who had purchased from him? So.
Oh, good question.
Yeah. The next one is, so what do you do outside of TikTok and your website to make sales? Do you do workshops? Do you do all these webinars, all these things? Because, yeah, what else do you do to get the sales?
Guys, let me tell y'all something. I can't speak for nobody else. Like I've got some other stuff that I do, but it's just little small stuff, right? The 99% of my sales, guys, have come from legacy. Like I'm not promoting I don't have 5 digital products. I don't have any of that. It's just been legacy, guys. All my content, like it's just all of my income around about 580K has all come from legacy. And I've got like some other little stuff, but it's really nothing. Like I haven't even done any workshops in my community. I haven't done any of that stuff. That stuff I'm going to do, but I just haven't even got around to it because I love to provide so much free value and stuff like that, man. It's just, I haven't even made my way around to that. I kind of run my community a little different than the average person, which I could be monetizing big time off of it, but I'm just not even, it's going to take care of itself, man. Like I'm not even worried about it. My goal is to provide so much free value, man, to get people into my community so they can be like, man, this is wild. I can't believe you ain't charging for this. Because that's the key. If you can provide a lot of free, the paid, it won't be nothing. They won't have no problem paying for that. But yeah, man, I'm just,
I mean, I guess,
bro.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't. So yeah, outside of legacy, but for legacy, do you do workshops specifically for legacy? Do you do follow-ups and emails? Do you do videos, replying to emails, all that stuff?
You got to get the emails, guys. You cannot just live off your automations alone. You want to be emailing minimum 3 times a week. That's why you have a list. The money is in the list. These people trusted us with their emails. to exchange for the information. They could have said, nope, I'm not doing that. The automations, once they opt in, the automations builds the business and explains that. When you get that email, guys, that's where you get to be yourself. You can just cut loose, cut up with them, be raw, real, authentic, and learn how to tell stories in your emails. I'm telling you, it'll print money for you. You have to be just let people know who you are, remind them. Also, I would tell you this, every time you send an email, put a testimonial from the community in it. The visualization is everything. The more they see it, the better. They don't have to be yours. If I'm just putting all testimonials of myself, that ain't no fun. They need to know that there's other people. We got over 58,000 in there. Put them in there, tag them, put videos in your emails. I send them, I do videos on my TikTok, make sure the subject line is really good too. You can go to a chat GPT and say, hey, can you create me 5 high open rate subject lines? Guys, the subject line is like the hook of a video. They're going to watch that. Once they read that, that's going to determine if they even want to click the video. Same thing with click on the email. So make sure everything has a good hook. Everything is a hook. Everything is a hook. But yeah, I send out like 5 videos, 5 emails a week, man. Now, some people may not be able to do that, right? Just warm them up. But I'm not selling in all of them, though, right? Some of them I do, some of them I don't. It just really depends. I'm conversating, I'm reminding them, I'm sharing other testimonials and stuff like that. Like right now, I'm getting ready to do like a Monday. I'll be doing like I'm doing a live interview that I done broadcasted out with Christina, and she's gonna be sharing how she was able to generate 10K in her first 27 days in January. So I'm kind of getting everybody up to date on, trying to get everybody down on that. Those type of things can just bring you so much money, man, because they get to see the person live in the flesh, and that's why webinars and that's where the money's made, man, is really in the webinars and stuff like that. Man, you making webinars every week, man, you can make a killing, like, so, and you don't have to have a huge list, guys. Just start wherever you are, right? We don't have to have 58,000 people in our community to do a webinar. So awesome. Do a Q&A, man. I do all types of stuff. I do a Q&A every Friday now, man. Actually, I'm supposed to do one today. I meant to do one. I was supposed to do one yesterday, but I forgot that I was on the VIP. But I do one every Friday because I want them to get to know who I am. I want them to, not only that, I want them to ask me questions because I'm real, raw, and authentic with them. And I'm telling you, man, I did one last week. I got 2 sales. Sometimes people just want clarity, man. That's all. They just want to know that they're not being scammed, that you are who you say you are. And that's why I tell people, the more they see you in person, the better. That's why I recommend doing videos do a TikTok video, make a title. Hey guys, check out this video I'm talking. Boom. The more they see you, the more confident they're going to be. Because I'll say this, we can't control when they're going to join. We just got to stay consistent. They could be going through a divorce. They could be struggling, whatever. They will come. If you build it, they will come, guys. Really, in these next 3 to 4 months, I'm telling you, it's taxes coming up. You want to be getting as much exposure out there as possible.
Awesome. Thank you.
So good. Speaking of taxes, and Matt, while I'm going to say something about Epic Option in a moment, great segue, brother. And by the way, Darrell, please check your school school messages. I sent you a private message in school. Thank you. Also, Epic Option is one of our sponsors. I've been playing their videos real quick, and Matt, I'm going to have you share in a moment about your starfish stuff. My suggestion, from Epic Option, they wanted me to share with everyone that in Nebraska, there are so many millions of dollars that people pay total for property taxes, and they're paying each year on their house over and over and over again. If you live in an apartment, that is 10% of the monthly lease payment because of the property taxes. If you live in an apartment, what is 10% of your monthly lease payments, because that is property taxes. Okay, it's worded really weird. So he basically is saying, what is 10% of your monthly amount that you pay to your apartment? That's basically a similar amount that you would pay in property taxes. The amount of money that Epic Option can potentially save your family will be a small increase in the sales tax. So basically, we can save you a lot of money with Epic Option is the bottom line. Okay. And if you're not in Nebraska, as I mentioned, you can go to epicoption.info to get more information and donate to that. And our goal is to get to all 50 states and end property taxes everywhere. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, so that would be awesome. But anyway, Matt, I want you to share real quick on Starfish. If you could take about 30 seconds, that'd be great. Matt is one of our distinguished sponsors of the Speaker of Treasury. That's why I'm allowing him to do this. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, real quick, because I want to get to the questions and not take more time. But Starfish, you guys, in my community, one reason why I started the Four Keys to Wealth is to support you, to help build your leadership skills. Because in order for you to make money and change how you're making money, you have to become a new person. And the leadership, personal development is key. And Starfish has that podcast, Rascal Podcast, that's done by the two top leaders named by Inc. Magazine who teach leadership, help you grow. I plugged into that leadership program for 2 years. Just in my job, it was able to increase my income by 50 to 60% doing that. And imagine what it could do for your business. The shopping part is just a bonus that comes with it. And so that's it. If you want to get it, reach out to Alan and we'll get you the link.
Awesome. I appreciate that, friend. And I have a video that we're going to play. And I think we only have, how many more? We got 2 more questions. Is that right? We got Joyce and we got Maria. Okay.
And then so we have Kim again. So we got 3.
Okay. Kim, drop your question into the chat, please. All right. So while we are going to move on to Joyce for her question, thank you for sharing, Matt. Appreciate that. Okay. So here's the deal. We're running short on time. We got 8 minutes. We got a lot to get done in 8 minutes. Okay. We can do this. So Joyce, Artie's in the house. Thank you, Artie. Good to see you. Is Artie on the list for joining for the first time today, guys? Okay. Our team is going to be dropping the names of, I guess it's 6 people now. Is Artie on that list or is 5 with Artie? Well, either 5 or 6 of you just won a vacation. Congratulations. Courtesy of Mr. Darrell Hanna. Come on, light it up. Come on, light it up. It pays to be in the room. So this is awesome. We're going to 6 people. Thank you, Gene. You're wonderful. So 6 people in addition to the other 21 from yesterday. So that's 27 vacations that just got given away by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Darrell Hanna. Come on, everybody. This is why it pays to get in the freaking room with Alan Pettit, okay? Why do you want to pay attention to me? Why do I bring value? Get in the room. How many times do I tell you this? I know that's the last time I'm going to tell you. If you don't know that by now, that's on you. So here's the deal. We're going to run forward in life here. We're going to bring Joyce. She's going to share, and then we'll share the video from Starfish, and then we'll wrap up the questions after that real quick. Darrell, can we go to 10:35? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, come off of mute, please. Joyce, you're up.
Okay, thank you. And Darrell, it's so nice to meet you. I saw you the very first time on Legacy. You were telling how you got into the program. So my question was, and I've always had this question, but have never asked, when you said that you were homeless and penniless, I've always wondered how you were able to purchase the Legacy program in the first place. And I'm saying that from a perspective of I'm a missionary and we deal with people who only earn $18, if that, in a week.
Okay, so when I'm talking about I was homeless, guys, so this is prior to me finding Legacy. So when I was homeless, when I was welding after being in a job for 14 years, I ended up getting fired for no reason. So after that, I hit on hard times. I got separated from my family, and I spent like 3.5 weeks sleeping in my car in the woods in a park out by a lake. And then after that, I spent the next 11 months in a homeless shelter. It was at that was 8 years ago. It was at that moment that I said, you know what? This ain't working for me. I don't want to have nothing to do with the job anymore. It was at that moment I made up in my mind that I wanted to come online. I looked for ways to make money. Now, how I was able to join Legacy, I came online in 2018 for the first time. I'm just winging it. I'm trying this. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm doing this. In 2024, I was a life insurance agent. In January, I had -$6 in the bank on January the 6th. On January the 13th, I got my life insurance check. That's the same day that I saw the same day I was helping in a lady's house and I was helping her get some coverage. And I was just scrolling and I saw that post. Some post said, if you'd like to learn how I make $600 in 2 hours, then comment info below or something like that. And so I reached out to her, checked out the information. And then, of course, even though I had like over $7,000 for outgoing expenses and everything else going crazy, just in bad shape, on the 15th of January, I took $75 and came in at the $300 program. And that's how I got started. So I wasn't homeless and then joined. I was homeless years prior. That's what brought me into the online space. And then just around my journey, I came across Legacy when I was doing life insurance, struggling, broke, etc. And well, I mean, hell, I was probably borderline finna be homeless and get it because I was about to get evicted. So, but and so the next week is when I just bet on myself. I just took $75 of the 500 I had left with every bill in the house due, and ain't nothing been paid. And wife's car about to get repoed, the whole works, and I just took off like a shotgun shell. I just gave it everything and copy and paste method. 2 weeks, $5,000, and then $8,000 in February, 38,000 in March, and it just took off.
Well, I appreciate you sharing because I'm in this space because of the hook, that legacy and what it would offer. Of course, I'm looking for online income, but I'm one who has not yet purchased because I'm having trouble finding that relatable to the people that I work with because, in their highest expectation, they might earn $75 in a week at doing what they do
Yeah.
agriculturally or whatever they do. And I have trouble making a video that would be relatable to the average person that would be
Well, the
following
video,
us as missionaries.
yes, what I want you to understand though, is that video, Joyce, ain't gonna have nothing to do with money. The video is just the reason why you joined the program. It's all about just your relatable experiences from whether what you were sick and tired of, or what you knew that you needed an extra income. The job, just tired of working and just to pay bills, not making enough money, just stress. Like that stuff that half the country can relate to. And now you're
Right.
leading them on to why you joined the program because they can relate to those experiences in other areas of their life, and they're going to want to know, okay, Joyce, well, what is this blueprint you're talking? What is this program? So it ain't the money. We all start at zero with no money, right? It's the
Yeah.
story that's going to get them on why you joined. That's why they're going to join because they can relate to the reason why you joined because they're dealing with those things on a daily basis and battling those demons themselves.
Right. Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to find is that cross cultural relatability. What can I offer hope for if I'm trying to get people curious enough to ask a question of what I have to offer. And of course it is in the money. I'm not pursuing the money, but I want to help people to be able to make money
And
online.
you will, but you just
Right.
have to share with them why you even joined the program.
Right.
And it's got to be more than just, oh, I joined because I wanted to make money. Well, they don't. That it's got to be emotional. There is deeper than that. It's deeper than just, okay, we all joined to make money, but that ain't the main reason we joined. We're joined because we're just sick and tired of some things that's going on, and we done about to pull our hair out, and those are the things that they need to hear because those are the reasons why they're going to join you because they can relate to those experiences. So in a situation like that, Joyce, you're just kind of in your way. I see this a lot. You just got to get out of your way. You're overthinking it and just share with them your experiences. Stories sell. We don't even worry about no money. Just share that story. It'll attract all the people you need to know. I'm telling you. I've been sharing a welding story and how I got fired and I was broke and stressed out and overpaid and underworked. And that story is gonna make me rich one day. And I ain't even asked for this life. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to worry about just share your story on why you joined. That is so powerful. If I can get people, if you don't believe nothing else I've said, start telling the people why you joined. Mention 2 to 3
Except I
things.
haven't joined yet.
Well, just mention 2 to 3. Your story is the key to this business.
Yeah.
Every successful person has a story. Without the story, you don't have nothing.
Right.
That's where it starts.
Okay. Thank you.
Solid. And another good point that came up to private message to me was that, Joyce, you can help people everywhere in the world. You can, by increasing your sales in America. So that's another thing to think about. I think that's a really good thing. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen, and this is going to be a quick, awesome question, Joyce. Appreciate it so much. I'm going to share my screen. We have one more question with Maria D. Maria D, please drop your question into the chat to refresh it. We'll get to it in a second so Darrell can see what your question is going to be. I'm going to share my screen. It might put me on mute, but we're going to watch a quick 2-minute video. I think I can speed it up to 2 minutes. And then Kim Tracy is in the house, our speaker for next week, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna get to that in a second. She's gonna bring the fire and gonna tell you what she's gonna be sharing next week. So I'll have her come up right after this video. Hang tight, guys. Uno momento, por favor. Do.
And sign up for an in-store credit card? Ugh, chances are you've stopped me. What isn't stopping is annoying offers like this one and others sitting in your mailbox right now. Ever wonder why credit card companies are so persistent? Here's why. Last year alone, credit card companies made $175 billion off consumers just like you and me, with the nerve to pose as the good guy, wrapping their offers around huge promises of sign-up bonuses and 0% APR. Psst, for limited time only. And while it feels like they have our best interest in mind, it's really just the interest itself on their mind. Even for those of us disciplined enough to pay off our balances each month, the ease of use usually results in a much higher rate of spending. But is there a better way? Introducing the Starfish Way, an online rewards platform that's truly for the consumer, even starting, dare we say, a consumer rebellion. One for the good guys like you and me. An opportunity for no interest, no extra spending, and much higher reward percentages that have many canning their card. Here's how it works. Just open up Starfish and simply make a deposit into your Starfish e-wallet, but only the money you budgeted or planned on spending that month on groceries, gas, restaurants, and other stuff. Then, when you're shopping at one of our merchants, you may have heard of some of them. Amazon, Walmart, Target, CVS, Kohl's, Best Buy. Thank you. You get the point. There's a ton, over 500. All you have to do is check out using Starfish either in-store or online. Just find the merchant you're shopping at, enter the checkout total, tap review and pay, confirm the totals, and then tap complete purchase. That's it. Now just tap view your gift card and tap to use. Present this barcode to scan or provide the gift card number and PIN and begin earning instant cash rewards. We like to call them perks. Up to 20% perks on a single purchase. Just slightly better than any credit card offer, and by the way, none of the debt-related drama. And it works just as simply online by entering the gift card number and PIN during your digital checkout. And as we like to say in the slightly corny voiceover world, there's more. Even if your favorite brand isn't on our platform, Starfish has you covered with our Visa prepaid debit cards. They carry no interest, there's no sneaky fees, and you'll even earn 2% back. So the same rewards as a credit card, yep, with none of the risk. Nope. Sheesh, what's next? Starfish works anywhere Visa is accepted? No. Wait, hold up. Anywhere? Basically, yes. Think beyond shopping. Boring old payments like rent, repair bills, utilities, tuition, and so many others are now huge opportunities to pile up the perks. And those perks add up fast. Just make sure to check with these providers. Some rare exceptions may apply. Still not impressed? How about this? Spend just $100 in a given month and boom, enjoy a $5 instant bonus on us. That could mean $60 a year, making your subscription pay for itself. And if that weren't enough, here's the secret sauce. The Starfish platform was actually designed to help you earn and learn. Meaning, now that you're potentially minimizing your spending and maximizing your rewards, we want to help maximize you and your earning potential. Tap the podcast button for exclusive episodes on financial literacy and success principles, taught in a fun, short, and an engaging way. In this sense, Starfish combines the perks that you earn with the wisdom you will learn for a maximum rate of oh boy. Okay, there's that corny thing. Let's say it this way instead.
Got $140 cash back in 1 month.
Well over $400 or $500 in cash back. Pay our bills with it.
Bought our plane tickets.
Never seen anything like this in my life. Just tap your phone. It's really that simple.
It's unbelievable. Truly incredible.
Once you try it, you're going to be blown away.
The best product ever created.
Is it time for you to can the card? Earn and learn with Starfish.
Okay, I apparently can't even unmute myself. That's hilarious. Thank you, team. So listen, we got to go because it's 10:35. Kim is going to come up really quick. We'll bring it in for a landing in 2 minutes. I'm sorry, Darrell. I'm trying my hardest. Kim, please share about 30 seconds about Wednesday and Thursday. Is she unmuted? We're going to be doing Speaker Treasury next week, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. You want to be in the room, you can register right now at my website above, which is legacyblueprintnow.com. There are 2 free sessions and a VIP session, again, for $27. So free sessions Wednesday, 3 p.m., Thursday, 3 p.m. as well. Okay, are you ready, Kim? I see you're unmuted. There you go.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Alan, for letting me pop on here quick. My name is Kim Tracy. and I am a self-employed bookkeeper and tax prep person. And so next week on the Speaker Treasury, I will be sharing with you the importance of setting up your business the right way and how to track income and expenses, the importance of that. And I have a couple of little freebies with you. Now, I can't give you a vacation like Darrell did, but I will show you how to save enough money that you can go on your own vacation. So many people in the online space need to really understand and learn how to track their income and expenses so you get the maximum tax write-off at tax time. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you.
That's awesome. And also business expenses, things like things you can't even imagine, things you think you're doing right. She's going to make sure you're doing them right. She's going to make sure you maximize the IRS codes. Listen, if you're in a business on any level, $0 to millions of dollars, she can help you because she's got clients that literally they make millions of dollars. Okay. So millions of dollars. Okay. So she knows everything. Did everyone hear that? Millions of dollars she handles the book for. Okay. I think she's qualified. That's why she's on my Speaker Treasury. So get in the room, run. You know me. I like to give away stuff. Okay. Let's wrap it up because I know we are way over on our time. Thank you so much, Kim. You're a distinguished guest. We appreciate your quick little promotion there. We'll see you next week. And I'll see you right after the meeting too. Thank you. All right. And okay, let's bring up Maria D. Everybody give a round of applause for Kim Tracy. Who's freaking excited to get their books right? Just saying, if you don't get your books right, you'll be in jail. Okay, that's a bit much. But anyway, okay, go ahead, Maria D.
I love that. Hello, my millionaire friends. Everybody's gonna need Kim, so I hope nobody misses it. I'm really looking forward to her class. So I had to shift my question around because you answered. I have 3 questions and you answered them, Darrell. So thank you very much. But one, so I came up with this one. How can I shift? So obviously, I have the legacy and I have my community. So as far as promoting, how can I shift into start promoting my community? Because my community is not only about financial freedom, it's also about mindset and health. So I help caregivers and people that are shifting into transitioning into that clarity.
So you're trying to blend legacy with your in your community, or
yes, I have legacy. That's one of my my high ticket for financial freedom.
Now, I guess I think I'm missing your question. So what are you asking me?
So I'm trying to promote my community.
Yes. What I would do, and I've been doing this, is I would add it put it in your email automations. I will put it in my first email, when they first opt in. I will put it in my email. Also, if you have a link tree, I have mine like this. You can put it in your link. You can put it in your, so when they go up there and click on your tab, they got your website, and then they can have access to your community. I think mine says something like, click I think it says join here if you're a mom or dad that's wanting to make 100K in 2000. Join my community if you're a mom and dad wanting to make 100K in 2026. So and I learned this, when you're bringing a lot of them into your community and they haven't joined you yet, but they're going to get access to all the videos, the trainings. They're going to go through there, and you're just kind of warming them up, and it's a good reason, a good way for them to get to see more of you. So I've been adding that in my emails. A lot of time when if I'm sending out a newsletter, I put that in my there. Hey, join my free community. Just come in, look around, get free value. And a lot of them, I'll come in, I introduce myself. And of course, I have my community set up where it's an automatic message that goes out to them, introducing them, saying, "Hey, welcome to the Freedom Builder Circle, et cetera, et cetera. Check out and let me know if you have any questions." And I'm just leading them to look into the trainings, because it'll all just paint a picture where eventually they're just going to come to a decision where they're just going to want to join because they're going to see other people and et cetera. But that's how I've been doing mine. Is I've been driving. I know a lot of people drive them straight to their community. So I've been driving them to my website, but once they get to that first email, that blueprint, I'm having them join my community. So I have a lot of people joining right through there and getting off into the community and getting familiar with it. And I've had a couple of people join lately just that they just happen to just be in my automations. They saw where, they could click on my link and they got in there and they just get more comfortable with you and they just want to be a part of something and they just want to make sure that the person that they're joining is who they say they are. So that's what I've been doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other ways to do it, but that's just the simplest way that I've been doing it.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Great help.
Awesome, everybody. Light it up in the chat. We're done with our time. Light it up, everybody. Light it up. Come on, light it up. Please go to my website. My team just dropped it in here, legacyblueprintnow.com. Run to there, get registered for the next Speaker Treasury on the 4th, on the Wednesday and Thursday next week with Kim Tracy. You just heard from her. And then in March, we have Hannah, who's going to be teaching brand deals. I'll be playing a video on her in just a moment to take us out. And you're going to want to be in the room for that. She's made over $300,000 in just 2 years. And most of that is brand deals. Her first brand deal was over $2,400. It only took her three weeks to apply and get approved. She currently makes over $3,600 a month working 1 hour a day. Would that change your life? And those are brand deals, okay? She literally makes a 10-minute video, gets paid hundreds of bucks or whatever daily. It takes 10 minutes, guys. This is crazy money. You want to be in the room. If you're want to do anything that you can control, being a brand expert is definitely a path for you to open up short-term, low-hanging fruit, immediate money is what I call it. So I know if you build the dynasty that Darrell has, you will make 600,000, whatever. You'll make everything. Who knows how much you'll make? It's up to you, right, Darrell? Just saying. But I'm not promising nothing. Disclaimer. But I can say that if you work it, it will work. If you don't work it, it will not work. And you got to get in the room with Darrell's inner circle. You got to. In the meantime, it can take 90 days or more to get attraction going. You better get in the room with Hannah and immediately start doing brand deals. And by the way, the queen of Amazon influencer just asked a question. Miss Maria D can teach you how to become an Amazon influencer. I just did a training on that in my business engine. So if you want to know how to become an Amazon influencer, that's very similar to brand deals, but you can control that. It's even easier than brand deals because you don't have to have permission. So here's the deal. You need to get into my free school community. You need to get into my Legacy Blueprint Now email list. And you need to thank Mr. Darrell Hannah for giving you all a 3-day, 4-night vacation to wherever you want to go in the freaking world. Well, I should say there's 250 locations. Yep. That's still a lot. Anything you want? Can you please say 30 seconds, something about the vacation and where they can go, different destinations?
Yeah, so guys, just send me the best way to do it is just send me a message in my community or through the DGC community. Just send me a message and let me know. I can send you like a little doc, a Google Doc. It shows, it don't got them all. It doesn't have them all on there, but it's got like 70 of them on there. And and if you have someone in that you want to some place you want to go, all I need is like your name, your first and last name. And this is good for for up to 4 people, 2 adults and 2 children. They have to be at least 12. But I can send you that. I just need like your first and last name, preferably your phone and your email, but just as long as I get like your email, that's fine. I can send it to your email. But if it's both of them, then that just means you get a text message and an email. And then just let me know where you want to go, guys. I'll answer. I'll get back to everybody and send it to you. And then again, all you're doing is paying just the difference. This is how I travel. I haven't paid a full hotel fee I wouldn't even know what to do if I had to pay $500 for a week at a hotel anywhere, staying for anywhere. So, we're getting ready to go to Hawaii, me and my wife, for 6 days, 5 nights. That just cost me $444. Without this, it would cost me $4,000. Right. So, just a game changer. And I've been doing this since 2019. This is how I've been traveling. I don't know the last time. Well, I stayed in the Airbnb when I went to Disney, but that was a little different. But yeah, just send me a message. That's the best way, guys. Just let me know if you have a place, I'll check. And if I don't have it, I'm pretty sure I got something similar to where you want to. It doesn't matter wherever you want to go. Overseas, Jerusalem, Israel, Egypt, Dubai, wherever. I got them all.
Whose mind is
I
blown?
plan on traveling like 6 countries this year, bro.
Let's go. Let's light it up. And you're going to be doing video content while you're traveling. I know you will be.
Man, you don't even know.
And Kim's going to tell you how to write off that expense, right? She's going to tell you how to write off the difference, the taxes. So listen, you got to be in the room next week. This is the perfect combination, perfect segue. So listen, if you're not a part of Darrell's free school community, run. I put the link in the chat. Run to his. Okay, you could walk. It's okay. You can walk to it, but just get there. Okay, get to his free school community. All right. Thank you, distinguished guests. Thank you, our honorable speaker. Light it up one more time for Mr. Darrell Hannah and his amazing generosity, giving over 26, 27 vacations. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to share my screen. We're officially done with the Speaker Treasury for January. Thank you all for joining. Let me just pray. God, thank you for everyone who came. Add the increase to their time. May they enjoy the new wisdom that they've learned. And more importantly, may they implement it. And may they be blessed to accomplish your tasks in the life that you have for them. We pray this all in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Man.
The 2026 Speaker Treasury. 12 of the highest caliber speakers. Get brand deals with no social media follow. Building 9-figure empires. Viral posting and editing. Stack lines of revenue. 12 months of mentoring. Unleash your business potential. VIP access. Reserve your seat now for the 2026 Speaker Treasury.
If this feels stressful now, it won't get easier later. So before you go and start any type of income idea, ask yourself this. Does this feel manageable? Not exciting, not impressive, just manageable. Calm systems last longer, and long-term is what actually builds security. So that's how I help people choose smarter inside my free community.
Every single day, I meet people online and I talk to people online in this space who want to get started learning how to make an income. But the truth of the matter is that not everybody will actually take the first step in learning these skills. I have been doing digital and affiliate marketing for almost 2 years. I've made well over $250,000 doing this completely from the phone that's in my hand, living in a super small town. Started as a total beginner. I didn't even know how to post a video when I first started this whole thing. So it has been a journey, but it didn't take long for me to start making real income here and quitting my full-time job. Yes, I was so nervous to start. I was skeptical. I didn't think this was real, and I didn't have any prior experience doing this. And that is how so many people feel. And not everyone will actually purchase this program and learn these skills because they're too nervous, right? You never feel ready. The days come and go. They say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start Friday. I'll start next month. And the days come and go and the months come and go and you never start. You talk yourself out of it. And I know this because I was almost that person until I saw this one lady show up here and make $10,000 in her first 10 days. And I'm sitting there like, there's no way that can be real. And here we are on the other side of that. In the last 13 days, I've made just shy of $15,000 from my phone, from this app, doing something that is so much easier than what I used to do at my full-time job. We are so quick to go on Amazon, to go on TikTok Shop, to swipe our card left and right at any brand name department store, whatever. But we are so nervous to purchase something that quite literally can change your whole entire life. So it takes starting. It takes stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's where growth and change happens. It's not hard, but you have to start. So if you guys want to learn about what I do, follow me and comment the word info below and I'll send you a message.
What would you do if you didn't have to pay any property taxes? Would you help loved ones in need? If you join our movement, we can end property taxes together so you can do what matters the most. Go to epicoption.info. Buying a house comes with a lifetime of increasing taxes. It's time to stop this abusive tax. No more property taxes.
Two homeowners featured on Fox 4 after receiving large property tax assessments say they protested the amount and won. And there is still time for you to protest your assessment too.
Join our fight. Epic Option fights for true ownership. We will make this mission become a reality.
Hey guys, a quick live demo of the Starfish app. You can add money up here. You got your car up here. You got your profile. Look down here. All of these merchants that you can save out. There's hundreds of them, you guys. Arby's, Applebee's, all these big merchants. Bass Pro Shops, Baskin Robbins, you guys. Banana Republic. These are name brand places that you can shop at and get cash back. Literally everything you buy, you can get cash back. Look, Visa debit cards you get access to. It's incredible. Why pay more than you have to? Get cash back, save money on everything that you purchase. Household goods, groceries, clothes, dining out, everything, okay? The other thing that's super powerful about this app is the Rascal podcast. It's done by Orrin Woodward and Chris Brady. They were named by Inc. magazine as 2 of the top 50 most influential leaders in the world. As part of owning a business and being an entrepreneur, you gotta have the right mindset. Look, there's 172 episodes you guys can plug into, listen to on a daily basis. They're only 15, 20 minutes max. And learning principles, getting the right mindset so that you can be successful in your business and continue to learn and develop and grow personally. That's it. If you guys want access to it, it's $60 a year. That's it. You'll save more using the merchants, and wherever you purchase, you'll save more than that in a year. If you want the link, reach out to Alan and we'll get you the link.
Life without Epic Option will give you property taxes so high you will have to move out of Nebraska. If you want to keep your home and have a prosperous future, go to epicoption.info to see how.
If this feels stressful now, it won't get easier later. So before you go and start any type of income idea, ask yourself this. Does this feel manageable? Not exciting, not impressive, just manageable. Calm systems last longer, and long-term is what actually builds security. So that's how I help people choose smarter inside my free community.
The reason I did a second community was because I had so many people watch my community, my first community, go from 0, to 300 in about, I think it was maybe 3 months. It wasn't long at all. And again, that was all organically, which I'll be sharing how I did that. And I had so many men want my help, not only just in general with business, but also with community. So I thought you've got to listen to the people. When you've got a problem to solve, it solves the problem. So that's why I created my second community, so I could just focus on helping people with their community and have men and women both in there and have a place where you could actually share and promote your business without it being like a spam fest.
And you have very ingeniously totally created a healthy environment for that self-promotion by the restrictions that you put on everybody. And I'm one of those people in here, and I love the restrictions. I actually really think they're brilliant. And I'm already seeing right here, Miss Rebecca is going to be another, hopefully, Lord willing, I got to get in touch with her, but I'm asking her to be in the treasury as well. And then
she's amazing. She's amazing.
Awesome. And then you've got Christine over here, right, for LinkedIn?
Yep.
Oh, man, I should ask her to speak too. But yeah, this is it. I mean, this is so amazing. You've got your school starter kit. You've got the free resources and tools. You got the community to cash. Oh, this is so good. It's going to be fun. All right. Welcome back, everyone, in Legacy Blueprint Now, school, community, and beyond. And I want to help you get to know someone very special who has made an impact on my life, has brought encouragement to my daily life, basically, because I have a new path that we'll talk about in a second that gets me all jazzed up. So this is one of our 2026 Speaker Treasury awesome anointed hosts our speakers that we're going to be talking to right now. Please introduce yourself, Miss Hannah. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah. I have been in the online social media marketing space for almost 2 years now. I'm a regular mom. I have a 2-year-old little boy. I live in a super small town. I started this whole thing as a complete beginner. I really make most of my money in the online space through brand deals, through reselling digital products, creating my own digital products, selling those, and coaching others in helping you make money online. That's really what I'm all about here.
Wow, I love that. And now, just a quick teaser real quick. Now, you do the Selling with Confidence, right?
I resell a done-for-you course called Selling with Confidence.
And how many streams of revenue can you possibly get with that?
You can learn 24 different income streams. So a lot of people think that like making money online is only for influencers and these people with huge followings. And I'm here to tell you that is just not the case. There are so many different ways to effectively make an income in the online space with 0 followers, 0 experience, just bringing what you have to the table through things like Amazon reviews, TikTok shop, brand deals, UGC, so many different things. And SWC teaches 24 different income streams.
So I heard you say that pet UGC is really hot now, right?
Yes, pet UGC is a thing where you basically utilize the pets that you have, filming content about, like filming content of your pets. And basically they're like the star of your show, and different brands and companies will pay you for this content you create about your pets, for like dog food, dog treats, for example. And you just kind of like partner with different brands and companies to do things like that. Like it really is that simple.
And don't they send you the product too?
Yes, they send you the product for free. There's like physical products you can do for UGC, and there's like, it's called ghost UGC, where it's just like services, websites, apps, and stuff like that. So there's 2 routes you can go down here. I've done both. I mostly do a lot of like ghost UGC, where I'm just creating content, a lot of which is faceless, honestly, for different apps and different websites, kind of showcasing their services. So.
I love it. I love it. But don't you have to have a following for that stuff?
No, a lot of these companies are looking for the startup person who's just getting their feet wet, in the whole like online space. A lot of these brand deals offer coaching, with like as a part of the contract, basically. They do like, once a week coaching calls with you to help increase your views, to teach you how to create content for them, and that's how you start out in brand deals. You take some of the lower paying brand deals, and then some of the top brand deal and UGC earners are making like 5 figures per video, for example, that they submit. So over time, that's the whole point, is building up your resume, your portfolio, to really showcase that you're really good at creating content for different companies. And now maybe, 6 months down the line, you charge $500 per video rather than $1,000 a month that a brand is paying you in the beginning. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. This is what I'm so excited about. This is what I'm beginning to focus on daily.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, I'm hoping and praying that someone sees my social media post and maybe they'll get into my automated emails. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll buy. Maybe they won't. It just seems like so up to chance, unless you're an absolute like genius when it comes to the million things you need to know when you post social media correctly. And that's another beast that, and Mike Gowan is one of my other speakers, is going to be talking about building your YouTube channel using vidIQ. So make sure you watch for that video to come up here. But basically, this is totally different. You can be in control, like we were saying earlier, like before we started recording. This is kind of like applying for a job, right?
It's basically like applying for a job, but you don't need years and years of experience. These companies are just looking to make sure that you know how to post basic content on social media. Many of the brand deals send you exactly what they want you to say in the video. They send you a script. Many of them are faceless, so they'll send you the text on screen that they want you to post. It's really simple.
And what's cool about this, you have a story about one of your first, I think it was your first brand deal, right? Share that story.
My very first month doing brand deals, I signed on with this health and wellness company, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I was like, oh my gosh, I applied to so many, and this was one of the first ones I heard back from. And it was a website. I wasn't even promoting a physical product. I was just promoting this service-based website that they had. And so I created content for them every single day. I made it really easy for myself. It was a lot of like talking head videos. Some of it was faceless. They kind of gave me some criteria. I made $2,400 in my first 3 weeks with them. Like $2,400 in my first 3 weeks. Now I do brand deals. Some of them pay a lot like that. Some of them are so simple. I'm doing one. It takes me like literally 15 minutes a day to post for this one app. I use I'm only posting on TikTok for it, and it pays $1,000 a month for something that takes me 15 minutes per day. Like, it is so simple.
So just right there in those two brand deals, just two, you're looking at about $3,400 for two deals.
Yeah, and then there's bonuses, extra views that you get higher pay, they send you bonuses. So it really is just like scratching the surface. I mean, that's someone's monthly paycheck that I'm making in an hour a day. That takes me an hour a day to do. It's crazy. And then if you're doing something like this, everything that you utilize for content creation is a tax write-off. That's also something that I learned through this course that I resell. There's a whole module on taxes. So anything that I'm wearing is a tax write-off, like my equipment, my phone that I'm using to film, my ring light, my camera, it's all a tax write-off. So there's so many extras that go with it that you don't always think about.
It's a civil right to truly own your home. Your property taxes prove the government is actually the real owner of your home. You are just a permanent renter. If you don't pay your property taxes for 3 years, you will be evicted and your home will be sold to pay your delinquent taxes. Stop being forced to rent.
3 News Now reporter Aaron Haggerty found an Omaha homeowner who's seen a $100,000 increase in just 5 years.
Join the fight for true home ownership. Visit epicoption.info today.
Farmers, we can end inheritance taxes and help you pass your legacy to future generations without the burden of taxes. Visit epicoption.info today.
We're going to start the 10-minute clock right now. In 2 minutes or less, I'm going to go through each slide. At the end, I'm going to take questions. We could potentially be done in 12 minutes. Is everybody good with that? All right, thank you. So let's start the timer right now. All right, so the Frantic 5 framework. Thanks for letting me let me cover this in advance. I appreciate your time. Next slide. Day 4, we're going to cover how it builds irresistible value, okay? People don't buy because of price. They buy because of what they believe they're getting. Like I said, this takes 30 minutes to go over that. When something finally makes sense to you, it kind of feels unreal. Not because it's fake, okay? But because you've never seen it presented that way before. Because everyone's used to the fake gurus who lie, and they're used to being bamboozled. So when you, with integrity as a Christian, present your product properly, which I teach you how to do, that with certain ways of word tracks that you use. I teach you a ChatGPT prompt that will give you who you are as a person, and it helps you create word tracks on what you can say over and over and over again. And that's in workshop day number 4. Okay, clarity always feels powerful. When someone believes your offer could actually change their life, price disappears. So, like if in the case where the person with the HVAC broke down, like if you talk to someone on the phone and they are there for you and they're like, okay, yeah, what you said to me is incredible. It can change my life and help me because I've got a 2-month-old baby. I need the heat. And you said you could be here tomorrow. I believe in that. I don't care. I'll pay you 20 grand. I'm going to go get a loan. I don't care. You come here tomorrow. I don't care about money. Solve the problem. Okay. Solve the problem. When you solve a problem, you make money. When you chase money, you don't make money. When you solve a problem, money follows. Most people don't actually lack money. And at day 5, I talk about how making an investment can become a no-brainer, okay? So most people don't actually lack money. They lack a system that brings money in. I'll present to you the beginnings of how this workshop works, and I want to just kind of invite you to go down the next step to potentially investing in this. Number 1, let me wrap this up in a bow tie for you guys. Number 1, I'm not going to tell you what the cost is. I don't want that to be a distraction. But what I will tell you is it's affordable. You're going to get 5 days. It's going to be what I consider underpriced. And by design, I'm going to underprice it. And for a reason. There's a business structure there. But anyway, it will be priced correctly. It will be affordable. It's not going to be $2,000, $5,000, okay? That's not the cost of it. But you will get 5 days with me intimately. And you'll be a first hour session, and then you have a second hour session with questions. And each session could potentially be, the whole night could be somewhere between 40 minutes long to however long it takes for questions. Because the content I'm going to cover each day is going to be about 40 minutes. Okay. So if you can invest in yourself and see the value of the transformation I'm offering, then 40 minutes is not very long to sit. And I may not even take the full 40 minutes to teach everything. But what I will say is this: the second session is where all the transformation happens, because then I will take 1 to 3 people and actually walk them through the exercise. I will actually solve the problems that they're having. That's why it's worth the VIP. If you don't take the VIP, you'll just leave and be like, oh, that was good information, but I don't know how to apply it. How to apply it. Okay. That's why the VIP is so powerful. I can't do that for everyone. That's why I'm saying I can only do 20 people for this next class. 20 people. Because I want everyone to be heard. I want everyone to have a chance. I don't want to sit in a room of 100. I'll just do more 5-day workshops, because it's not valuable for you to pay X amount of money and not be able to ask your question. And it also decimates my time. Because if I sit there and I answer 100 people's questions, then it'll be 3 hours worth of stuff. And I don't want to do that either. No one wants to hang on for that. Or maybe you do, because you're getting good nuggets the whole time. So I'm trying to do a win-win-win there. So that's why I'm limiting this to 20 people only for the first go on this. And then also, what I do is I present with the 5, you learn something on day 1, you learn something to close. Because basically what the Frantic 5 framework really is I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to charge you, just for the sake of example, $100, let's say $97 for all 5 days. Okay. But what you get are master resell rights on my program. You get to go sell and make yourself $97 a shot with me teaching it and you plopping it into I'll give you the course key. You put it in your community. You immediately get the $97 infusion of money. I take no money. I take no cut. You make 100% profit on that, on something that will transform the way you close. And then, especially for you VIPs, you get 5 more bonuses. 5. That's why I'm calling this the Frantic 5 framework. This is how you make a no-brainer offer. You build the irresistible value so high that they're like, what? I get that? That's $300 value. What? I get that? That's a $600 value. What? I get that? I get to make perpetual money all the time. That's evergreen. Oh my goodness. And I get 2 more things that I get. What the heck? Of course I'll pay you $97. This is a no-brainer. That is the essence of the Frantic 5 framework. Okay? I gave you a little bit of the how. But trust me, if you don't come to the VIP, you will not do it right. You need to learn how to do it correctly so that you don't crash and burn and give away too much. How do you know you're giving away too much? Okay. I talk about that. I teach you how to not give away too much. That's just one of the things that you have to pay in order to learn the knowledge.
I chose to join the business because I knew I had a lot of other people in my life that looked to me for health, for nutrition. They knew that I was already a little nutty about my nutrition, and I wanted to be able to offer this to them as well.
My name is Beth Meyer, and I'm born and raised New Yorker, and I live in Connecticut now.
Being part of Juice Plus has changed me in so many ways. Although I'm introverted, I'm no longer shy. I do speak to people, and I'll speak to people in public because they deserve somebody to hear them, to talk to them, to learn about them, to share with them something that I would not have done previously. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves, part of the solutions that our world needed than when I started 21 years ago, and even more part of the solution of all that's going on in our world today. So solution-oriented, solution-focused, servant-hearted people who want to make a difference in the world. Everybody from 18 to 90 years old, every profession, every walk of life, yet we all come together for a common purpose and a common goal of making this world a better place. Juice Plus means the health to live the life that we desire.